I hope you enjoyed your brain break and are ready for our next Spire Symposium session. This session will feature Maame Baffour, who will kick off our Creative Endeavors Part 2 for the day. The title of her session is Libby's Different Abilities. And this is regarding a book project that she has worked on, and it is about bibliotherapy and the desire to help children overcome challenges they face in life. So with that, I will turn it over to our presenter, who is, I will say, a senior, majoring in sociology with a minor in management at Hood.
Thank you. Hello, everyone. This project is for my child welfare class, which is a children's book written by me to help children with different abilities going through bullying and adults to navigate through how they can help children going through this. I started working on this around the month of March, which was Cerebral Palsy Awareness Month. I decided to incorporate the color green throughout the book in support of the awareness. This page is for parents and guardians on how to use the book and also questions parents can ask their children while reading the book to them. In the first page here, I give insight of Libby and her condition, which is cerebral palsy. Also, I set the tone to let readers know that Libby knows about her condition and her parents also educated her on it growing up. Once upon a time, there was a girl named Libby. Libby has cerebral palsy, which affects some of her body movements and coordination. From a very young age, Libby knew she had different abilities. Her mom and dad always told her about her different abilities and how others may judge her because they don't understand her ability. Libby has yet to make any friends, which made her very sad and lonely at times. Libby tried to make friends, but everyone ignored her when she tried to have a conversation or play because they judged her. She wanted to play with her friends, laugh with her friends, and dance with her friends. After all, dancing was her favorite hobby. She loved to dance. Every time she was ignored and laughed at, she turned to dancing. Her biggest goal was to be on the dance team at her school. On Friday morning, she decided to go to tryouts she had been preparing for all week. She knew her dance moves. She was not nervous at all. She was confident. She finally got on stage and she was dancing so well. In the middle of her performance, Tilly showed up. Tilly is a bully. Ever since Libby's first day, Tilly always picks on her. One time, Tilly grabbed Libby's bag and threw it on the ground and stepped on it and said, "You can't defend yourself." As soon as Libby tried to tell her teacher, Tilly stepped on her foot and said, "You better not tell her." Libby knew that when someone makes anybody feel uncomfortable or bully them, they always have the right to tell an adult. Since Tilly always picked on her several times, she always tried to tell an adult at school. But she began to feel afraid that Tilly will make things worse at school. So when Tilly showed up, Libby decided to quickly show her dance moves and get off stage. But Tilly was quicker than that. She yelled a mean word, and most of the people in the room started laughing at Libby and pointing at her. A word about her different ability, a word that made Libby very sad and in some way angry and frustrated with herself. She quickly ran off stage and began to feel worthless, very hollow. Her confidence became very low. Even though she knew that mean word doesn't represent her and who she is, it was still very hurtful. In these pages, I emphasize on the fact that Libby knew it was best to report, but she couldn't because of fear. This is mainly for parents to know the realities of a child going through this. And in these pages, Libby also goes through so many emotions, like feeling frustrated with herself, her confidence being low, and just some emotions a child may be going through during these times. She went home feeling sad. She cried all the way home. Luckily, her mother was home to comfort her. She told her mom what happened in school and said to her mom, "I wish I was normal." And she quickly rushed into her room, locking the door. Before this day, Libby's mom never heard Libby say those words, but Libby was so frustrated by the way Tilly was always treating her. After dinner, Libby's parents talked to her and asked her how long this had been going on. Libby explained everything. While Libby explained all the occurrences, her mother seemed to be writing things down. Libby's parents told her they wanted to go to the school on Monday morning and talk to her teachers because this is a big problem and it shouldn't be taken lightly. Libby kindly begged her parents to not go to her school because she thought it would make things worse. This page is also mostly for parents and what they can do to support their child. Libby's mom seems to be writing some notes down and of the occurrences that happened to Libby so that she can turn it in for the school and for record purposes so that they don't leave any situations out and also add any situations in because of their own emotions. The next day, Libby went to the playground. She saw Linda. Linda was also trying out for the dance team. She decided to talk to Linda. She went up to Linda and said, "Great job on your dance moves yesterday." Linda replied by saying, "Thank you." Linda was swinging back and forth on the swing and she stopped for a quick second and said, "You need to stand up for yourself and tell an adult. I was new to the school last year and I also got bullied. I made sure I told an adult." Libby said, "I'm scared Tilly would make things worse." Linda explained to her that telling an adult is always the best way to go because they can deal with it. After Linda talked to Libby, she said, "See you on Monday. Maybe we can walk to school together." Libby agrees with excitement. After talking to Linda, Libby continues to play. After a while, Libby got tired and decided to head home. While walking home, she saw Tilly and her older sisters fighting about who gets the bike next. One of Tilly's older sisters pushed Tilly and she fell on the ground. After they noticed they had hurt Tilly, they both ran away. Libby walked as fast as she could to help Tilly off the ground. As she was walking, she realized that Tilly was only being mean to her because of what she experienced at home. She finally got to Tilly and said, "Do you need help?" Tilly looked up at Libby and became surprised that Libby will offer her help after not being so nice to her. She quickly said, "Yes, thank you." On Monday morning, Libby's parents notified the school about Libby being bullied, and Libby's mom made sure to give all the notes she took while Libby was explaining to the school. The school called Tilly's parents, and Tilly explained to her parents what she had been feeling and why she had been acting the way she has. Tilly's parents decided to get Tilly some help so she can deal with her problems without hurting others. Libby was able to make the dance team, and she also started a support group with Linda in which they talk about different abilities and how to not make it define who you are. Libby is able to inspire so many students, including Tilly. And this is the end of my book. And I would like to give special thanks to my good friends Emily and Elena Rowe, who actually goes to Hood College, and also Mr. and Mrs. Rowe for being in these photos. They really helped me out with this book. Emily also had the time to tell me about her experiences growing up and agreed to be the face of Libby. And I can't thank her enough for her contribution. She also has an organization called Reliving with CP, which helps teens and young adults living with cerebral palsy. And I also have the site down below. Please give it a look, and she's just doing great things and good things for the community. And thank you for listening.
Wonderful presentation, and what a great project too. Do you have plans to continue this project in any way or to bring this book to fruition?
Well, I'm not really a writer. So no, but maybe in the future, you never know.
Great. If anybody has any questions or comments that they'd like to share, I see a yay for you in here from Lisa Rowe. Great presentation today. Please type them in. A good job, Maame from Paige.
Thank you.
Wonderful. The exploration of visual images and written word to be supportive in different ways seems like a kind of a core tenet of this book. Did you really find that to be a point of learning for you as you decided what pictures you would choose?
Yes. As far as like just kind of like deciding like what pictures I would like to be in the book and how I would like Emily and Elena to kind of just kind of, act act out the pictures, it really did help me out with just learning overall. Yeah.
We do have some questions posted here. Why did you pick this particular condition to focus on? And why do you think this is important to gain focus?
Obviously I am studying sociology, and also I'm just really like, I like human services, like that's like my consideration. And I've just really just always found myself just kind of close to people with different abilities. And just going like in middle school and like high school, I just really went through all that, bullying and all of that. And I just kind of always wondered like how it would be like with people with different abilities, because they have like an added condition and all of that. So I don't know, I've just really like been close to that. And also I have like a brother that also kind of went through that. So I don't know, I was just really, interested in just kind of exploring and just learning more about that while I wrote the book. So
Excellent. Sarah says, great job. This is great because of this topic. I'd never really thought about it. Thanks for spreading awareness. So you've already been successful with your book project and raising people's attention to these particular issues.